Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 of the Longbox Chronicles. Tonight I will be taking a look at a comic book no one thought would ever be made. As some of you may know, crossovers in comic books are nothing new. Every so often, two publishers will release a comic where two or more of their characters meet up. In most cases, these crossovers make sense. The characters complement each other and the story is really strong. But what the hell happens when two polar opposites meet up? Well, we will answer that tonight as we look at Archie meets the Punisher. Published in 1994, this book started off as a joke between the editors of both Archie Comics and Marvel Comics. No one thought that this crossover would ever happen, but they had received a story that, in their eyes, was perfect. The rest, as they say, is history. The story starts off with a stranger running from everyone's favorite gun-toting vigilante, the Punisher. He's chased to a train station where our mystery man reveals himself and orders a ticket to Riverdale. In Riverdale, Archie Andrews is shot dead with a well-placed sniper bullet to the heart. The end. I'm just kidding, guys. The gunman in question is actually a kid with a squirt gun. Archie grabs a hose and tries to douse the little shit, and he hits Veronica instead. She is so pissed that she breaks off her date with Archie that night. Back in New York, the Punisher is shaking down the owner of a comedy club for information on his target, a mobster named Red Fever. The only thing the owner can tell him is that Red was heading to Riverdale to establish his turf. The Punisher and his sidekick Microchip head to Riverdale. As they are driving, they wonder what kind of corrupt shithole the town is. Red, having arrived in Riverdale and going under the alias of Melvin J., has a meeting with Veronica's father, Hiram. Veronica is quick to notice the similarities between Red and Archie. She asks Red if he will be her date for the sock hop later that night, and Red eagerly agrees. We cut to the local malt shop. Archie is there wallowing in the fact that he doesn't have a date for the sock hop. Jughead is there to try to ease his buddy's suffering. A few shady-looking goons, believing that they have found Red, approach Archie and Jughead posing as federal agents and cram our dim-witted duo into a nearby car. The Punisher and Microchip see this and notice that the thugs in question are from a rival gang. Veronica and Red arrive at the sock hop and meet up with Reggie and Betty. Red shows how much of a complete prick he is and walks away. While Reggie bitches about how much of a chode Red is, Betty wonders what happened to Archie. Back at the car, someone notices that they are being tailed. Of course, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that it's the Punisher. He shoots at the car, hitting both Archie and Jughead, killing them both instantly. Damn! What a good... Wait, what? Ah, damn it, they fucking ducked out of the way. The Punisher plows into the car, causing it to spin out and ejecting Archie. As he regains consciousness, he sees the Punisher looming overhead, pointing a gun in his face. Back at the sock hop, a roadie for Josie and the Pussycats recognizes Red and knows that people are looking for him, and are willing to pay top dollar for information. While he goes to make a call, Red drags Veronica into a dark corner and informs her of his evil plans. Just as a small mention, I find it sort of odd that Riverdale would hire a 70s bubblegum pop band like Josie and the Pussycats to play at their 50s-era sock hop. I understand that both Marvel and Archie Comics are trying to get as many references into this book as possible, but this one's a little bit of a stretch. Meanwhile, the Punisher is just about to finish his job when he hears a rustling and opens fire. Jughead motions for Archie to follow him through a pipe. While they make their escape, Jughead explains that he created the diversion. That's right, folks. The Punisher was tricked by fucking Jughead. As the Punisher chases the thugs out of Riverdale, the dipshit duo go to the police to report that there's a violent vigilante in town. Naturally, after all the false alarms over the years, the police are less than cooperative. The goons report to some of their colleagues that the Punisher is in town to take care of Red. They mention that Red was spotted at the sock hop. As the Punisher is overhearing this, the police arrive to ask him what he's doing. He quickly kicks their ass and heads to the sock hop. The police drop off Archie and Jughead at the school and tell them to have fun. They meet up with Betty and Reggie, who mention the similarity between Archie and Red. It takes a minute, but our hopeless heroes put two and two together and figure out that Red is the guy the Punisher was after. The Punisher breaks into the school and mingles with everyone at the sock hop. Once Red sees this, he takes Veronica hostage and makes a run for it. The thugs from earlier, now posing as caterers for the dance, notice Archie and attempt to take him out. The Punisher stops them and a big gunfight ensues. In the chaos, Red attempts to make his escape until he runs into Microchip, who pulls a gun on him. Moose, thinking that Red is Archie, knocks out Microchip, allowing Red to escape with Veronica. After all the goons are taken care of, Archie and the Punisher shake hands and decide to work together to apprehend Red and save Veronica. Back at the malt shop, Archie and his gang, along with the Punisher and Microchip, try to figure out where Red is. They listen to a recording of Red making his demands. His mention of hot air in the recording causes Archie to instantly figure out that Red is hiding out in the old warehouse where the town stores their 4th of July balloons. Funny. I thought this was a crossover between Archie and the Punisher, not Archie and 60s-era Batman. Wouldn't you know it, Archie's totally random guess was right. At the warehouse, Red is looking for Veronica, who ran off, but I guess isn't smart enough to actually leave the damned warehouse. Red, after being startled by the balloons, notices that the Punisher has shown up. Red uses Veronica as a shield and announces that he's too valuable to kill. The Punisher tells him that the feds called him to say that Red is now expendable. The Riverdale retards come barging in, leading to a gunfight. In his bumbling, Archie is able to hit Red, knocking off his wig. Red, pissed as hell, goes to shoot Archie, but gets tangled in one of the balloon's ropes, and he flies off, never to be seen again. Before he leaves Riverdale, the Punisher thanks Miss Grundy for having his back at the sock hop. As he climbs into his van, Microchip mentions that their next stop is Gotham City, hinting at the Punisher-Batman crossover that happened almost immediately after this book came out. The story ends with a hint at a future crossover that never happened involving Wolverine and Jughead. To be totally honest, I went into this book fearing the worst when I originally bought it back in '94. And while it does have a few flaws, it's still a pretty good comic to read if you have nothing else to do. So if you find a copy of this book at a decent price, pick it up. You might actually get a bit of a kick out of it. And with that, we come to the close of another Longbox Chronicles. Until next time, take care, and I will see you all in the near future. Peace.